Yes, folks, don't you just love it when a left-wing policy goes full circle and comes back to bite the very people that force it on us in the arse? Have a look at this.
Kia ora, good evening. As the new school year begins, hundreds of teaching positions remain vacant. That's despite the government identifying more than 700 overseas recruits that can work here. But some school principals are reluctant to take on foreign teachers, saying they're concerned they won't be able to cater to New Zealand's unique cultural landscape.
New Zealand's unique cultural landscape. What the hell does that mean?
Laura James reports.
Settling into a new classroom, ready to embrace teaching Kiwi kids.
It's like chaos behind me, but it's going to look really organised by Monday.
Micah Prazak's one of more than 200 overseas teachers starting this year, and over 700 more educators like him are available through the government's international recruitment drive.
Our primary focus has been making sure that schools, parents, children can be confident that we have a supply of qualified teachers there to meet vacancies that might arise.
There are 250 unfilled teaching positions, and that number could be much higher as not all schools register their need with recruitment agencies.
Randstad make a conscious effort to go out there proactively to talk to principals, and we also encourage principals to get in contact with us so that they are very aware of what we have to offer.
Principals tell One News they are aware but believe overseas staff are a last resort.
We know that New Zealand schools want to have New Zealand teachers in front of our young people because we have a very unique culture.
Let's go back and get that guy back again.
Are aware but believe overseas staff are a last resort.
We know that New Zealand schools want to have New Zealand.
Okay, Mr. Fetu Cormick. So, Mr. Cormick, you've just said that New Zealand students need New Zealand teachers in front of them because we have a unique culture. But that stinks of hypocrisy, Mr. Cormick, because you and your cohorts have been forcing multiculturalism on our kids, on our society. You lefties have been doing this for the last 30 to 40 years. And now you're turning around and saying, our culture. What the hell is our culture, Mr. Cormick? We don't have a culture anymore. After 30 to 40 years of saying that multiculturalism is our strength, that diversity is our strength, you're now coming out and saying, no, we need New Zealand teachers in front of our classrooms. That stinks of hypocrisy, Mr. Cormick. There's no other word for it. It's a shocker. Now, you should have thought about that 30 to 40 years ago, or 50 years ago, when we actually had a culture. In New Zealand, 50 years ago, we only had about maybe 4 ethnicities in this country. Not many more than that. And now we've got over 100. And we've got multiculturalism coming out the wazoo. And now you're telling us to go back to this. It's almost like discrimination again, isn't it? That is complete hypocrisy, Mr. Cormick. You should have thought about that years and years and years ago. But no, you lefties forced this nonsense on us, and now we're stuck with it. Yes, folks, it's a shocker, really. But this guy's actually quite right in some sense, because we should have New Zealand teachers in front of us, but we should never ever had multiculturalism in the first place. That's been a dangerous experiment, and it's failed. And this guy's actually, Mr. Cormick, is actually recognising it. But it's too late now. You lefties have absolutely destroyed our nation.